Trainer Joe Goosen, former 3-division champion Abner Mares. Happy Father's Day to you guys. Hey, Justin Valoria looking to make his dad and Uncle Brian Valoria, former 2-division champion, proud as he looks to go 6-0, moving up.
Okay, we went over the expectations in the dressing room. All punches here will be good. Aquí está bien. Obey my commands and give me a good, clean fight. Do not make this about me. Touch him up, scoot back.
Who's getting an up-close look here tonight at the MGM Grand, but here to spoil his party is Angel Contreras. He's 15-8-2, doesn't have the best, coming in here in 111 professional rounds. So let's see how Valoria looks against an experienced battler. Unanimous decision over 4 rounds against Eric Garcia Benitez in March of this year. Turned pro last year with 4 fights, so the development is well underway for Justin Valoria. Coming your way, and so much already happening in the ring. Round 3 between the undefeated Justin Valoria and the veteran Angel Contreras.
Again, I like when Valoria starts fast like that.
Beautiful.
But you don't want to stay too long in there because that's when you give Contreras.
Here we go. Let's just start off. Here's that right hook that we were talking about earlier from Valoria.
You give Contreras the opportunity to land shots.
Valoria telling us that, yeah, it is a huge step up for him in terms of the experience, but also a huge opportunity to display what Valoria says he already knows, that he is ready for the stage. And there's a body shot, delayed reaction. Contreras takes a knee.
Now you got to remember, the liver's on the other side of the left hand. Most southpaws go for that liver shot, like Tank did, of course, with Ryan. And it sits
and another
there.
shot to the body, the second knockdown. 4. And Valoria continues to feast on the body, and he just fired off a sweet inside right uppercut. Valoria using Contreras as target practice now.
A lot of time left for Valoria.
And there again, the third, it's over. A plethora of body shots. Justin Valoria dropping Contreras like confetti, and the celebration begins for this 19-year-old kid.
Yeah, especially after you knock down someone with a body shot, what do you want to do? You want to finish him where? To the body. And that's exactly what he did. Yeah. Again, the face expression from Contreras says it all. It hurt, and that was it for Valoria.
He really showed a lot of guts, Contreras, getting up from that knockdown before, because that was a showstopper right there.
But look how he set it up. The uppercut, touch, and then
touch
hard. Touch and go.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Again, 19 years old. 19 years old. He's growing.
You know, he makes a big splash here tonight.
For your winner by TKO, and still undefeated, Justin Chosen Valoria.
Magsayo fighting for the second time in this weight class after capturing a title at 126. Eduardo Ramirez, well, this is his second straight fight since returning to 130 after getting blasted by Isa Cruz.
Okay, gentlemen, belt lines on both sides are good, so you're getting full belt line, all right? You got my instructions in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner, gentlemen.
We talk about Magsayo's background as a champ at 126. We talk about Ramirez's experience. He has vied for titles on 2 occasions, but lost to Lee Selby when he did not make weight.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get slicker to land punches against Ramirez. Those long shots.
There's a beautiful lead right hook and a right uppercut by Magsayo, and that drops Ramirez.
And he's hurt. And not only that, they were banging each other to the back of the head when they were in the clinch. So it's getting a little nasty.
A little chippy.
But again, Ramirez doing the right thing. The corner told him exactly what to do, which is pressure.
Right-hander. Final 10 seconds of the first half of this bout, scheduled for 10 rounds at 130 pounds. Magsayo missed the left hook, but then caught him now.
No, he knocked the mouthpiece out with the left hook.
Missed the one and then scored one.
Threw that body shot without looking. Sometimes you don't want to give it away. You just drop it in there.
Second half of this 130-pound fight begins with Mark Magsayo against Eduardo Ramirez.
Yeah, I kind of got a sweet
uppercut there by Magsayo to Ramirez.
Yeah, and he's been overreaching Magsayo. He lets his hands go, down, and Ramirez has capitalized on that. But again, not enough power on Ramirez's side. Magsayo, again, one more pressure, one more volume. That right uppercut, it's right there for him.
On PPV, it's the 100th championship fight night at MGM Grand Garden Arena, where we see round number 8, and they are swinging for the fences to kick off the 8th frame.
He had a good thing going. He had a nice little rally going and backed out.
It's funny, Montiel wanted more offensive output, not getting it from Ramirez here in the 9th. Just 7 of 22 thus far. Magsayo 19 of 44. So the offense has been muted again by Magsayo. Seems to have cruised to a victory over Eduardo Ramirez. So Magsayo 171 for 509 punches in this fight. Ramirez 114 of 439. Big edge for Magsayo.
All 3 judges in agreement for your winner by unanimous decision, Mark Magnifico Magsayo.
But Kyron Davis, he is an upside-minded veteran who is looking to take advantage of his 4-inch reach, and while the wingspan is 4 inches longer.
Okay, gentlemen, we went over the instructions in the dressing room. I expect a clean fight. Both these trunks are good. There's the lines right there. Touch them up now, go back to your corner.
None other than David Benavidez, and he was saved from himself by his trainer because, like we said, Davis has no quit. He's a dog willing to take on.
That last round for Davis, no doubt about it.
There's a right hand, the pot shot that lands for Davis, and immediately he turns and creates an angle. Davis continues to
Filling rounds.
The throwing punches in combination, and Davis outlanding Garcia.
He's being asked to do.
Yep,
yes.
Body head and using the jab. But Garcia's offense has been muted here through
the first
3 rounds of this fight. Not Smothers' offense, but smother Davis and get inside.
You're right.
Start using those body shots and uppercuts.
The distance is really hurting Garcia.
Garcia's not making the adjustment of moving his head off center and utilizing angles
And
and
you're right. So
footwork.
Davis doesn't really have to do much more than what he's doing, is what you're saying, right?
No, he's saying that Garcia can do a lot more, and
Absolutely,
yes, he can.
a lot
yes.
more.
Well, no.
But Davis is doing all the right things.
What I'm saying, too,
My goodness.
is that Davis is just doing it, and this is sufficient right now. He doesn't really need to do much more than what he's doing.
But even those shots, like the body shots from Garcia.
Garcia's corner has not mentioned the fact that he needs to move his head off center line, Joe. One of the question marks coming into this fight, despite still being very early in his career, Abner, but the fact that he can be hit is on display here tonight.
Oh, yeah, and can he? And I'm sorry from Elijah Garcia. There it is again.
Firing off the jab, but doesn't follow up with the left.
And you got to remember, Kyron Davis has only got 6 knockouts. So if this were a bigger puncher in front of Garcia doing the same thing, he'd be in dire straits.
And now Garcia comes back with his best combination, culminating his only knockout beyond round 5. So here it is, round 9 scheduled for 10, and they clash heads.
Yeah, they ran into each other right there.
Time.
Under 30 seconds left in the fight.
Garcia's landed some good punches this round.
Yes, he has.
He has to land the greatest one.
Right.
The uppercut on the inside. Garcia now coming busy. But again, a simple, effective counter right hand. And another one from Davis. Proving to be the might for Kyron Shut It Down Davis, who could very well have shut down Garcia's undefeated streak.
And Judge Max DeLuca sees the contest 97-93 for your winner by split decision. Kyron Shut It Down Davis.
The younger Gary Antoine Russell, younger by a couple of years. He turned 28 yesterday. Puello now 29.
So be my command at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Anything from here on up is good. Anything from here on up is good. Touch gloves. Good luck to you both.
Stylings, the southpaw stylings of Alberto Puello. And of course for Russell, he's a lefty, but he's facing his first lefty. Your thoughts on that, Joe? Facing the lefty for the first time.
So the right hand, when you're fighting a right-hander as southpaw, it's much easier to land that left uppercut. Not so much against Anderson, straying below the belt.
Russell corralling Cuello in the corner and doing his Benavidez impression there with blistering combination of punches, but Cuello answering right back, and the veteran tying up Russell. What many believe is the most athletically gifted and skilled fighter he's had to face yet. And for Martin, yes, big underdog, but he's here to shock the world as Russell goes on the attack to kick off round number 4, trying to overwhelm Cuello, but Cuello standing his ground. Unbeaten, and so again, with the second half beginning, it's someone needs to start taking the fight. And how about the adjustments that you would like to see made? Let's start with Russell, Abner.
Look at that. It was just move left, move right, got out from underneath and landed a counter shot. They're highly concerned about what's going on in this fight with their brother.
Right hook there by Cuello to kick off round 10, and he's always either initiating, didn't land, and then Cuello throws a counter. There's a nice left hand by Russell, but it doesn't deter Cuello. He continues to move, continues to fire punches back.
Russell's having a better round right now, but there you go.
Counter right hand by Cuello. The more effective punches, more eye-catching shot.
Yeah, that's the thing. Russell lets his hands go, but the more eye-catching, the more effective is Cuello.
Landed only 14 of 39 in the last round, so we'll see what transpires here in the final frame.
Here we go, Russell. He's got to go for the kill.
Oh, and the counter right again by Cuello. Just as soon as Russell gets on track, he gets hit with the counters from Cuello. Only 15 seconds left. Alberto Cuello, a former 140-pound belt holder, coming in and showing Gary Antoine Russell what it's like at the top of the division.
Great fight.
In favor of the winner, he is now the interim WBC super lightweight champion, Alberto La Vispa Cuello. Wearing white trunks with red and black trim, fighting out of and representing Cleveland, Ohio. He weighed in at the middleweight limit of 160 pounds, a 2012 U.S. Olympian. As a professional, his record stands at 24 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw, with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the challenger and the world-ranked middleweight contender, introducing Terrell Gausha.
Take the fight to Gausha, but Gausha known for his counter punching, known for a good jab and a strong right hand, but can he stave off the relentless pressure of Carlos Adames? We will find out.
Any punches here, aquí está bien. Any punches here will be good, okay? I want you to obey my command and give me a good, clean fight. Remember, don't make this about me. Touch him up, scoot back.
Questions surrounding the 36-year-old Gausha, age, activity level, and the ability to close out top-shelf opponents are what tend to draw the most questions from boxing observers. He was highly effective against Julian Williams and Sergey Derevyanchenko, his 2 toughest opponents. And again, the middleweight division screaming for a superstar.
Oh yeah, he's trying to wake up Adames, trying to tell him, hey, listen, we're in the 7th round. Throw some punches. We need that belt. Come on.
And really, though, the fact that Salas was so aggressive, so intense as Gausha going to the body. Now Adames opening up to the body, and Adames starting to put together punches. He's responded.
Be seeing a lot more action than we are right now. I can guarantee you with Benavidez.
Knock on wood. I knocked on my head.
No, trust me.
It's the championship rounds here, round 11. And again, championship rounds. Can I please put that word? I mean, wow.
And Gausha, he's landing. Well, so far, Gausha's ahead in the round right now. There you go, counter hook off the 2 body shots. And then back to this combo.
And in the final minute, they've crashed the 100 punches total landed, and it's very close. We're keeping a running score right there. There's Adames opening up to the body, counter upstairs by Gausha. You never want to leave it to the judges. We've already seen an example of that tonight, but it's the final 15 seconds. Adames 12 complete rounds in Adam's first defense of his middleweight title. Wow, it is going to be interesting.
All three in favor of the winner, and still the WBC middleweight champion of the world, El Bronco Caballo, Carlos Adames.
No differences with Alexander Gvozdyk. He is a couple of inches shorter, but the reach is 1 inch lower. But Benavidez brings relentless pressure and combination punches.
So even here is going to be good, gentlemen. You got my instructions in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner, gentlemen.
The Monsters debut at light heavyweight. They sparred 5 years ago, and in those sparring sessions, Benavidez said, hey, I checked that chin and I'm going to do it again.
There it is, right on cue.
High stakes matchup. Winner could very much be in line for a shot at the undisputed title that will be determined in October. Dimitri, where Artur Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol will go at it. So, and Gvozdyk again.
Well, you're always learning, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's still young, 27.
The third. Oh, and there's a jabs from Gvozdyk as Benavidez resets.
And he tried to do that.
Yeah, nice jab by Gvozdyk, but now he's getting tagged by the combination of Benavidez. Benavidez going to the body, and again, Benavidez so accurate, so precise, lands a jolting left uppercut on the inside. There's another left hook to the body, a right hand. Oh, the blitzing combinations of Benavidez. Beautiful left hand.
Great punches, uppercuts, and then move to the side. Don't walk straight back because
what a three-punch combination. A thudding three-piece combo. You know, Gvozdyk is throwing way more punches, landing more punches in this round, but there's a right hand. Eye-catching shot from Benavidez, but Benavidez's output, let's see if it continues to grow as we go to round number 8, scheduled for 12.
Like the aggressive Benavidez, he does a lot more there.
Alexander Gvozdyk taking those 2 jabs.
I think Gvozdyk is kind of passing up a nice opportunity here.
Definitely not the same, but again, here is Benavidez walking forward, body shots.
Not as good as cutting off the ring, never been his strong suit, and eats a couple of shots there from Gvozdyk, but he lands a nice short right and a beautiful left to the body by Benavidez. But again, the counter by Gvozdyk. Now Gvozdyk doesn't have the pop.
Oh, good right hand by both of them.
Hell of a job, guys.
He is now the interim WBC light heavyweight world champion, the Mexican monster, David El Monstruo Benavidez.
Gervonta Tank Davis, 5th appearance in Las Vegas, headlining his 7th consecutive pay-per-view, and in the main event here on the 100th championship fight night at the MGM Grand Garden Arena for the first time.
As a reminder, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Touch him up, good luck.
The Ghost, Martin, the Bell, and round 1, and Davis having a little fun with the whole Ghost nickname, a part of the Ghostbusters theme. His team has t-shirts with "Who You Gonna Call?" Well, move the millimeters, his defense, his ability to utilize his ring IQ and his boxing skills. Yes, it's not even so much as an exciting fighter. Good combination lands for Martin.
Again, you can't get repetitive if you're Martin.
No way.
Davis is reading you.
Instantly, he'll respond there. The left hand. Now Davis beginning to open up. The crowd anticipating it. Martin, Davis saying, bring it. Of course he wants him to bring it. Don't get counter with the left.
Yeah, don't stay on the ropes, Martin. This is a dance for Martin.
Nice straight left pops.
Step ahead.
Davis pops Martin.
Yeah, here we go. Here's Tank. There, the little slip and a little, left hand over the top.
I know he does not want to open up. He doesn't want to give anything to Davis, but again, he has to keep him busy.
Oh, there's a left hand to the body and the right by Davis. Davis. Martin just avoiding that counter, but now Martin forced to wrestle, and the referee.
There's that look. That Frank missed that left hand. Tank countered with the left uppercut and then the right hook.
Martin still has a slight advantage in terms of total punches landed, but the gap is closing, and Davis double left hand.
Martin's got to stay out of the corners if he wants to stay in this fight.
We haven't seen body work from Martin. I want to see that left to the body.
Oh, left uppercut. That's it.
Down goes Martin! Mamma mia! 6, 7. It's like Tank Davis scripts this stuff.
Here's the corner. Frank should not be in there. We were talking about that. He's just setting himself up for big trouble here. There's the uppercut, and there's the left hand.
Wow!
Once he stunned him with that uppercut.
The undefeated WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gvozdyk.